Okay.
Ganda umaga. Okay lang. Ingat.
Hi, I'm Charlene. No?
I'm Maria Tita Galeno Sefre.
My name is Lana.
Bago ka mag-join sa Amway, I was used to work for 20 years sa manufacturing companies. And before na nag-join ako sa Amway, wala talaga akong experience sa sales. Kaya medyo nag-adjust din ako.
I started this business when I was 22 and I built this business with my mom. And 2010, she invited me come to Philippines to open this international market.
It was 15 years with corporate finance exposure, but I am a person of rhythm. When you plot your schedule, then you're able to squeeze in this business part-time and still be able to do your work in corporate finance, do my work in corporate finance, and also do Amway professionally also.
Becoming a lawyer is my childhood dream. I think that's a good profession. Have a good pay. You can helping people and support your family. In law school, actually is always busy and even boring. And actually, I'm already questioning myself when I was study. Can I really handle it, or do I really enjoy what I'm doing? I think love what you do is very important. But as you can see, I enjoy what I'm doing now in this business.
I actually had many businesses. And there's this part of me that's really looking for something that would really be valuable and meaningful. That's when I saw Amway. Amway is actually the perfect business for me because it provides you not just money, but also heart.
Before, I think about to retire at 35. But now, when the time I stay here longer, I change my mind. Because when you enjoy what you're doing, many people can have a better life, better health. You are happy, and if you really enjoy what you're doing, you don't want to retire actually.
Kaya ngayon, masabi ko na kasi meron akong income, hindi na ako magdedepende sa anak ko. Dito sa amin, kahit sabihin mo na may edad ka na, senior citizen ka na, but if you build right yung business, meron kang ongoing income.
So I think the greatest contribution of Amway is really the intangibles in terms of attitude and mindset. I must say I am siguro 101% positive and enthusiastic now because of Amway.
It helped us grow to a better person. In my heart now, not only my family and really more friends and partners, help them together achieve more.
Just give this business a chance because you don't know the opportunity that you have in your hands if you don't try to look further in this business, because what you see is just surface.
I really encourage everybody, try to come here to understand more. A business opportunity secure your future. I hope aside from your job or your business, and Amway will become your another source of income to protect your family's future. Ganda umaga. Okay lang. Ingat.
Hi, I'm Charlene. No?
I'm Maria Tita Galeno Sefre.
My name is Lana.
Bago ka mag-join sa Amway, I was used to work for 20 years sa manufacturing companies. And before na nag-join ako sa Amway, wala talaga akong experience sa sales. Kaya medyo nag-adjust din ako.
I started this business when I was 22 and I built this business with my mom. And 2010, she invited me come to Philippines to open this international market.
It was 15 years with corporate finance exposure, but I am a person of rhythm. When you plot your schedule, then you're able to squeeze in this business part-time and still be able to do your work in corporate finance, do my work in corporate finance, and also do Amway professionally also.
Becoming a lawyer is my childhood dream. I think that's a good profession. Have a good pay. You can helping people and support your family. In law school, actually is always busy and even boring. And actually, I'm already questioning myself when I was study. Can I really handle it, or do I really enjoy what I'm doing? I think love what you do is very important. But as you can see, I enjoy what I'm doing now in this business.
I actually had many businesses. And there's this part of me that's really looking for something that would really be valuable and meaningful. That's when I saw Amway. Amway is actually the perfect business for me because it provides you not just money, but also heart.
Before, I think about to retire at 35. But now, when the time I stay here longer, I change my mind. Because when you enjoy what you're doing, many people can have a better life, better health. You are happy, and if you really enjoy what you're doing, you don't want to retire actually.
Kaya ngayon, masabi ko na kasi meron kong income, hindi na ako magdedepende sa anak ko. Dito sa amin, kahit sabihin mo na may edad ka na, senior citizen ka na, but if you build right yung business, meron kang ongoing income.
So I think the greatest contribution of Amway is really the intangibles in terms of attitude and mindset. I must say I am siguro 101% positive and enthusiastic now because of Amway.
It helped us grow to a better person. In my heart now, not only my family and really more friends and partners, help them together achieve more.
Just give this business a chance because you don't know the opportunity that you have in your hands if you don't try to look further in this business, because what you see is just surface.
I really encourage everybody, try to come here to understand more. A business opportunity secure your future. I hope aside from your job or your business, and Amway will become your another source of income to protect your family's future. Ganda umaga. Okay lang. Ingat.
Hi, I'm Charlene. No?
I'm Maria Tita Galeno Sefre.
My name is Lana.
Bago ka mag-join sa Amway, I was used to work for 20 years sa manufacturing companies. And before na nag-join ako sa Amway, wala talaga akong experience sa sales. Kaya medyo nag-adjust din ako.
I started this business when I was 22. And I built this business with my mom. And 2010, she invited me come to Philippines to open this international market.
It was 15 years with corporate finance exposure, but I am a person of rhythm. When you plot your schedule, then you're able to squeeze in this business part-time and still be able to do your work in corporate finance, do my work in corporate finance, and also do Amway professionally also.
Becoming a lawyer is my childhood dream. I think that's a good profession. Have a good pay. You can helping people and support your family. In law school, actually is always busy and even boring. And actually, I'm already questioning myself when I was study. Can I really handle it, or do I really enjoy what I'm doing? I think love what you do is very important. But as you can see, I enjoy what I'm doing now in this business.
I actually had many businesses. And there's this part of me that's really looking for something that would really be valuable and meaningful. That's when I saw Amway. Amway is actually the perfect business for me because it provides you not just money, but also heart.
Before, I think about to retire at 35. But now, when the time I stay here longer, I change my mind. Because when you enjoy what you're doing, many people can have a better life, better health. You are happy, and if you really enjoy what you're doing, you don't want to retire actually.
Kaya ngayon, masabi ko na, kasi meron akong income, hindi na ako magdedepende sa anak ko. Dito sa amin, kahit sabihin mo na may edad ka na, senior citizen ka na, but if you build right yung business, meron kang ongoing income.
So I think the greatest contribution of Amway is really the intangibles in terms of attitude and mindset. I must say I am siguro 101% positive and enthusiastic now because of Amway.
It helped us grow to a better person. In my heart now, not only my family and really more friends and partners, help them together achieve more.
Just give this business a chance because you don't know the opportunity that you have in your hands if you don't try to look further in this business, because what you see is just surface.
I really encourage everybody, try to come here to understand more. A business opportunity secure your future. I hope aside from your job or your business, and Amway will become your another source of income to protect your family's future.
Good day, ABOs and guests, both from Zoom and from our Facebook Live. Welcome to another episode of Wednesday with Amway, and welcome to Amway PH Stories. My name is Vivienne.
And I am Clancy. Hi, Vivian. How are you? It is great to have everybody here with us tonight. Also, we would like to acknowledge all our leaders joining us. Syempre, no, sobrang unending or walang limit yung support nila. We know that you came from various places, so please let us know where you're learning from by putting your name and your location in our chat box here in Zoom and on the comment section in Facebook. So, unahin ko na sa Facebook, Viv. May mga nauna ng nag-comment sa Facebook natin. So, we have Mai from Makati, and we have Miss Suwaib. Tama ba yung pagkakabasa ko? Or Mr. Hindi ko po alam. Hindi ako sure. Patawarin na. From Butuan, si Miss Flong. Hindi ko alam kung taga-saan si Miss Flong. Ang dami-dami niya pong tinag sa Facebook natin. So yan, pwede din po kayong mag-tag. Pwede din po ninyong i-share yung Facebook Live natin as well as yung Zoom link natin so that they will be able to join us tonight.
Yes, of course, hindi nagpapahuli yung mga learners natin, yung mga nanonood natin via our Facebook Live. Unahin ko na si Miss Luisa Arceo watching all the way from San Andres, Manila. And hindi lang tayo from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, umabot din tayo ng Kuala Lumpur. Hello, Miss Maureen. And
Hello.
of course, we have Miss Lana Zhang with us from Mandaluyong City.
Ayan, this is very exciting. Thank you very much for everybody for joining us. Alam ko, Viv, they're probably coming from work or yung iba siguro busy na nagpe-prepare ng dinner. But I'm sure they're all excited to learn tonight. Ayan.
Yes, definitely.
So I think we have a question. Tama ba? Do we have a question for our viewers?
Yes. So, gusto naming itanong sa inyong lahat. If you're watching on Zoom and Facebook, feel free to share with us your responses. What is your go-to activity with your family during your leisure time? Ano ba yung, ikaw ba, Clans, ano ba yung pinagkakaabalahan nyo?
I think movie night during weekends. Kasi yun lang yung pinaka-time. Unless may activity tayo ng weekend. Or, you know, swimming in the inflatable pool. Kasi maliliit pa naman yung mga kids ko. So I think yun yung pinaka-leisure time namin.
Agree.
How about
Pareho
you,
tayo.
Viv?
Movie din. Diba? Yun naman, masarap manood ng movie. Lalo na ngayon, maulan ang panahon.
Yes, that's right. I agree. So how about ang mga viewers natin? Ano kaya pinagkakabalahan nila para ma-enjoy naman nila yung sarili nila? Apart from doing the business. Alam ko na i-enjoy nila yung paggagawa nila ng Amway business cake. Pero, di ba, meron pa sigurong iba. Meron pa siguro silang ibang activities to enjoy their time with their families. ABOs and guests, ano po bang pinagkakaabalahan ninyo? Si Ma'am Flong, Viv, she already answered on Facebook, watching movies. diba, mapa-Netflix man to, or siguro mga new movies sa cinema. I think open ang mga cinema, right?
Yes. Marami palang nakaka-relate sa atin with watching movies.
Oo, siguro pati yung mga series, marami ding, alam ko maraming mahilig manood ng series, whether it be, Hollywood or Korean novela, maraming nanonood ng mga ganyan. Okay, so parang parang siguro nagda-drive yung iba, hindi sila makasagot sa ating chat box.
Nakakaandam din kasi yung weather ngayon. Zoom and Amway and going to malls, eating to resto, according to Miss Maria Luisa.
Ayun. Sabi ko sa iyo, Viv, yung Amway leisure yan para sa kanila. O, eating out, sabi ni Ma'am Jenny. Nako, Ma'am Jenny, pag napunta kami ni Vivi, kung nasan po kayo, sama nyo kami sa eating out ninyo.
Gusto ko
Eat out
yan.
tayo together. Alright, so thank you for those answers. We asked you that question because we also want to see a glimpse, of course, of the activities that you do with your family, di ba? Parang dito sa Amway, we're one family. But of course, we want to get to know you. Sana nga, we will get to see our Zoom participants siguro soon. Although no weekend, I saw some of them, and it's really great to see some of the leaders and the familiar faces that we have in Zoom. So in relation to that, for today's episode, we will be talking about working collaboratively. First, let us define working collaboratively. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin nun? In a business setting, syempre, because we're doing the Amway business. Working collaboratively is a powerful tool that brings people together in a productive way to address problems and, of course, achieve goals in an organization. Even here in Amway, working collaboratively is an essential factor. Halos lahat tayo ginagawa natin yun for us to be able to build the Amway business. So regardless of whether you are new or you're still developing or you're already an experienced Amway business owner, you're already a successful Amway business owner, you would want an environment where you can freely communicate and of course you can work together with your group and with your upline.
Agree, that's right. Working collaboratively is actually a part of working together as a team. Ika nga nila, teamwork makes the dream work. So fostering a collaborative culture within your group makes every member heard, valued, and of course, it will lead to a better business result. However, kailangan din niya ng commitment, ng leadership, kahit ng diligence. And as leaders, that commitment should start from you. So, paano ba yung mga ABO leaders natin dito sa Amway? Paano ba nila ini-encourage yung members ng group nila to work collaboratively? Well, we will get tips from our ABO speaker tonight. Our speaker for tonight was born and raised in China. She's a second generation of the Amway business. She started doing it as a student and now doing it full time. She became Diamond in 2014 and is now one of our young leaders. I am so excited to hear from her. ABOs and guests, let us welcome our Diamond, Miss Lana Zhang. Hi, Miss Lana.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, Vivi. Hi, Clancy.
Hi,
glad to be
Lana.
here.
It's nice to see you again. You're looking great.
Thank you. I hope you look a little slimmer than the video.
Okay, but I think you look great. Nevertheless, we cannot see that you gained. You look great. You look fresh. I think you're enjoying the Zoom meetings, and probably now you're already doing face-to-face. We will know about that. It's an honor to have you here with us again. You're one of the favorites. I'm sure our Amway business owners already know that. She's one of the favorites that we interview. Nakita nyo naman sa video kanina, we have Miss Lana Zhang there. So thank you for accepting our invitation. Let us start with probably a brief story about yourself, although they already had a glimpse during the video. So how did you start your Amway business and your journey to becoming an ABO leader?
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Again, I am Lana, and I come from Beijing, China. And as Vivi introduced, I'm the second generation in this business. Before I joined this business, I was a law college student. So when 2010, on the third year of my college, actually it's on my winter holiday, my mom invited me come to Philippines to have a vacation. Frankly to say, I haven't had a vacation that time because I attended so many different seminars. But just because of those seminars, it opened my mind, and I finally decided to stay in Philippines and build Amway business here. Because comparing as a lawyer, I prefer to build my own business so that I can retire young, retire free, and retire rich. Yeah, that's all of our goals for young generations, right? And from that time, 2010 until now, 2022, it's already 12 years journey, right? But I can still very proud to say I make the right decision because I really enjoy stay in this environment, have many good friends and partners, and having my ongoing income, and also travel to different countries. Yeah, explore the world, right? And also very important, especially when I see my friends, my partners, their health, their lifestyle, and also their financial situations are getting better and better because of Amway and because of our team and group. And I'm so glad and so proud. Yeah.
That's nice to know. Thank you very much for that, Lana. And our topic today is about collaboration. And you mentioned that, of course, you came from China, you grew up there. And I'm sure the culture and a lot of practices are different, right? So collaboration is also about bringing people together from all walks of life, then focusing their efforts on a common goal. So I believe that's one thing that we do here in the Amway business. So for the first official question, as a foreigner, how do you introduce people to your business and win their trust?
Okay, Clancy, very good question. Yes, everybody know I'm a foreigner, and when I come to Philippines, I don't have any friend. Syempre, wala na any relatives also. So we meet people anywhere, maybe in the mall, in the restaurant, even in the buses, really anywhere. I'm trying to show people I'm friendly, I'm approachable with my smiling face. Yeah, everybody can see I love smiling. Yeah, and then we may start some simple conversation, and with some of them the conversation, their response is positive, so I invite them so that I have a chance to show our business and show the product, show the plan, right? Then eventually we're getting some customers and also ABOs, and through they later on through their referrals and our more and more home meetings, we get to know more and more people. Of course, in the beginning, we're all new to each other because we really don't know each other. But from time to time, okay, and we get to know each other more, and people see, yes, I'm true, I'm friendly, honest, and even responsible. And yes, actions speak louder than the words, right? Yes, so time prove everything. Then they starting trusting me, just like one good friend and also my leader, ABO from Taguig. Actually, she's a doctor. Yeah, Dr. Aminusa. She's a doctor and have her own clinic. She love her products very much, and she scribe to the patient. The patient also love it because it's very helpful. So every time when I visit her, she always ask, oh, Lana, do you have this? Do you have that? Can you help me buy? I forget to order. I said, oh, syempre, ate, okay lang. Yeah. So imagine she give me a pail of money and let me count by myself and get the right amount. So in the beginning, I really got shocked. But later on, I used to it. I think really because she trusts me. That's why she can do this to me, right? I think the of course I really value the friendship and partnership between us. Not only with my doctor friend, I'm grateful not only her, actually with all of my partners. There is a good relationship and trust, but of course we gain that from each other, right? Yeah, very nice question.
Thank you, Miss Lana. I agree, no? It will really take time for you to trust a person, but if you're honest, if you say what you really mean, if you mean what you say, rather, they will eventually trust you. Sila na nga nagpapabili sa'yo minsan, Miss Lana. Wow, that's a wonderful story to share. So in whatever things we do as a team, teamwork at saka trust talaga yung key part ng success. Sabi nga ni Jay Van Andel in one of his many speeches, Amway was built on a concept of trust and teamwork. You really have the power to build the trust and teamwork within your organization. And as leaders, you may have the power to build those on your team, pero hindi po siya ganun talaga kadali. Siguro agree lahat ng mga leaders natin na nandito ngayon. So, for my second question for you, Miss Lana, what are the most difficult aspects of working with people from a different country?
Okay, Vivian, let me think. Actually, we all have a different difficulties when it comes to different individual. Like me, I was a college student. I have no any working or business experience, right? But still, I want to say, language barrier and culture difference are the most challenging aspects for me. I think for most of foreigners, right? Like the language. Here in Philippines, the official language is Tagalog, right? Then English. Then of course there are also many other different languages. Yeah, I can speak some English, but I not that good actually that time. Now of course it's better, but still some Filipino friends cannot get me. And I cannot speak any Tagalog when I'm new. I still remember in the beginning, when I trying to learn how to show the plan, I'm so excited because I really love to travel. So when I trying to explain how wonderful our ALS trip, because it's a free, right? It's an incentive. I tell to my audience, Amway trip is so exciting, so good, because you're gonna have a free flight ticket, free hospital, and free delicious food. All of them free of charge. The audience gets shocked. She said, I love free trip. It's so nice. But if it comes to hospital, even free, I don't like. I said, why you don't like? Later on, after several times, I noticed, free hotel. I speak to free hospital. Of course, even free, nobody likes, right? Even put you in St. Luke. So many very funny story happen. Yeah, and now I can tell because it's already past. But that time, it's really so many hardship takes, and also when comes to the culture different. Okay, I want to say is actually now I understand and adopting the culture here. But I remember in the beginning, when I always do some invitation, because we have a different meetings, right? Presentation, orientation. People always say yes, and I'm so excited. I'm happy. I'm waiting for them. But later on I found out in the most meetings, they never show up. I'm wondering why they already say yes, because yes is yes, no is no. Why no come? But afterwards I understand. I should say our Filipino friends is really very lovely. They shy to refuse people, especially in front of you. I think this is also the culture. For Chinese, when we can not all, but we're more easy to refuse people in front, I should say. So sometimes it's make me confusing, but I still feel it's very lovely, because imagine they are really care about your feeling. They don't want you to get hurt or get disappointed. Then they say yes, even they cannot come, right? So I think it's just normal. Nobody can get easy success, right? Yes, and people love to hear successful story with so many difficulties. They will very enjoy. If no challenge, I think nobody love your story, right? Nobody love your successful story. It's just a part of our success journey. As we always said, no pains, no gains. So what we can do, just enjoy and have a fun.
That's great to hear, Lana. I can just imagine, because here in the Philippines, I think it's the same with China, right? We have different dialects. We have Tagalog, we have Visayan, we have many other. We have Ilonggo. And I'm sure you're also, for the information of everybody, Lana is also building in different islands here in the Philippines, not just in Luzon. So she's also trying to learn Visayan, or trying to understand Visayan and the other dialects that we have here in the country. And also, I appreciate, Lana, that you were able to see that, Filipinos are just being nice when they say, yes, I will try to go, and then they will not really come because they're trying not to offend you, right? So,
Yeah.
we appreciate that you were able to understand that culture difference, because
Yeah.
as you mentioned, in China, if you say yes, then that's a yes. If you say no, then it's a no. Then you will be able to understand. Here in the Philippines, some of us, or most of us, we're having a hard time saying no. All right. So that's a very good answer. Now, collaboration, as we're talking about, that's a key factor in building and growing the business. So it's important that you get to know your team members, like you adjusted with the cultural difference, you adjusted with the language. So how important and what are the advantages of working together or collaboratively in your team?
Yeah, okay, Clancy. I should, it's really, collaboration is really, really important. Without it, I think I cannot build a successful business. Not only me, I do believe with all of the leaders. For example, like me, when the first, maybe I will use my own example to tell. And when I first time go to Davao, yeah, and of course, I can Tagalog, Kantilang, and I don't know their language also when I go there. And people have a hard time to understand my English. They said my English is a slang. They always said your English is slang, and it's like a Chinglish, Chinese English. And mine is a Taglish. So we're all guessing to each other. And that time very funny because when I go to Davao that time, most of our clients and our schedule we book are more on agriculture. And I said I come from a city, and very sad to say I don't have really ideas or knowledge in agriculture. Even I trying to catch with Sir Bong, our technician, but it's very hard because I never get in touch with those kind of stuff. So but I can do asa iti demo because I learn and I practice. Yes, and so what we did and how we prepare, I speak in English, and my friend there who invited me are trying to do translation. And also we have two ABO with me that time, and another ABO more good at agriculture, so she already attend our training 2 times, so she's trying to show our 7 wonders products. And of course the audience have a question, we're trying to answer, and also gave we have the booklet and the flyer, so we just gave. But if some question we cannot answer it, we directly call Sir Bong. Yeah, very very happy. We have very supportive Amway trainer and the Amway company, and they answer, and even we were able to book the next schedule. So it's just smoothly. But imagine if I'm alone, and or I did not really agree to come with my that ABO. What happened? Nothing happened. I think we imagine I stay in Metro Manila. I don't have a chance to really just go Davao. So I think we can do this because our collaboration and also teamwork, it helps us solve problems and also increase our productivity. Yeah. And so imagine if I don't go, I think probably the ABO will lose interest because we don't do something right away, and eventually will disappear in the business, right? Yeah, that's just naturally happen because everybody's excitement or interest just so short, actually, most of time. So you see, we all have different skills, so we need to really work collaboratively. Just like as another day I share, if I have a doctor client or lawyer client, I may conduct my lawyer ABO or doctor ABO if they have some any suggestion, or sometimes we even have a meetup for some testify. So our other meetings will be more smoothly because you can easily relate, right? Yes, so collaboration really help us achieve more, easily help us reach our team goal, especially. So I think it's really important, and play is a powerful tool, really. Yeah, I agree with that.
Wow. So thank you for that, Miss Lana.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, as what you have mentioned, then I think that's the beauty of working collaboratively. You're able to use each other's strength,
Yeah.
and you will be able to come up with something greater based on the
Mm-mm.
contributions that each members of the team were able to give. Now, as leaders, you already have standout successes in the business, and being able to really help your downlines to also succeed, that's another accomplishment, I guess. Yeah, it's a great feeling when you're able to help other people. And working collaboratively as a team is one of the reasons for the success of your downlines also. Now, for our next question, can you tell us about a person or mentors who inspire you to work cooperatively?
Okay, nice question, Vivian. Actually, I really have a lots of good partners. We really have a nice working collaboratively together. But here, I want to, when it comes to the person who really inspire me, I want to mention two persons. The first is my mom, because actually my Amway membership, actually we're together. She's my best partner, and also she is my inspiration. Yeah, she's the one to invite me to come to the business and always encourage me to pursue my dream. Yeah, she accompany me go through all the ups and downs in the business. Yeah, because in the business, of course, we encounter lots of challenges. Yeah, and also she always remind me everybody have a different strengths, different skills. We need to really respect it and also make good use of it, right? So we need to work cooperatively and also make a teamwork, good teamwork. And another person I want to mention actually is my business coach, my mentor, Sir David. He also always support me, of course, and he guide me and give me many advices and remind me collaboration and teamwork make dream come true. And even he, of course, in this moment, he, because of pandemic, they wasn't able to come. But even in China, they always call me, or if I have some meeting, or even last week, I just been to provinces after 2 years, okay, because of pandemic. And when I there, and also they through call me to some of my member and partners, and we really have very good time. So I'm really grateful for having them in my life. Yes, very
Oh, that's
grateful.
great. That's great to know, Lana. I think that's one of the goals of the Amway business, because you can actually will this business to your second generation or your next generation. So your mom being your inspiration, your mom being your mentor, that's a good example for our Amway business owners who are already doing the business. So I think, di ba, Viv, I think some of them are already grooming their kids or their next generation as well to do the Amway business. And also, having Sir David as one of your mentor and teaching you and pushing you probably to,
Mhm.
collaborate with your team, to get to know your team, and probably giving you that encouragement that you can do it even if you're not in your hometown or in your homeland, right? So
Yeah.
collaboration skills really are essential for any team and individual success. So be it in the Amway business, or probably in your other activities, or in your workplace, collaboration is really important. Parang simple lang siya pakinggan, but it's not nearly as someone thinks. You actually have to work together, get to know the person. You have to invest something for you to be able to work collaboratively. So what's great about building the Amway business as your personal business is that it gives you an environment where you can unleash the skills that you never thought you have. That's what I love about the Amway business. You get to you get to know that you still have skills. Meron pa pala. It's that, that's not the end of your skills, or that's not the end of your talents. You get to unleash, or you get to discover new
Yeah.
skills that you are really capable of, or enhance the skills that you already have. So working collaboratively requires a lot from your people, from your team, and having the right skill set can help a collaboration thrive. So Lana, what do you think are the important skills for teamwork and collaboration?
Very good question, Clancy. Teamwork and collaboration is really important. Of course, in the business, but I also want to say also in life. Yeah, I think there are some skills I really want to mention because it's really important. The first one is communication. Communication is the key to collaboration. I think everybody agree with me, right? If you agree, you may repeat to put in the chatting box. Learning how to express ourselves and receive others respectfully are critical to the flow of a project. We need to understand the strengths and the weakness of our communication style, as well as how others communicate. So with good communication, you can foster a welcoming and validating atmosphere that promotes good collaboration. Yeah, I think that's very important. This is the first. I have the second, okay, the active listening. Yeah, active listening actually is part of communication because that is the way how you communicate, right? And it is the most vital skills actually, especially when the disagreement and the conflicts arise. The ability to close our mouths and listen to others. And sometimes I should say my experience, okay? Some ABOs or friends just want to speak and express their feeling. They are not intended to have an answer from you, okay? So just be a good listener. It's very important. And that's why God created us 2 ears, only one mouth, right? It tells us listen more and talk less, okay? So I think also some additional I want to add. The third is the trust. I think no team can be effective without trust between each other, each or every member. Remember that the people you are working with are trying to achieve the same goals as you. Okay, everyone has the need to feel safe through supportive environment and constructive feedback. So don't be stingy. Is that the right pronunciation? Don't be stingy with your trust, okay? Yes. Okay, so the last two part I want to mention, one is empathy, okay? Empathy means feeling what other person is feeling and imagine yourself in their shoes. This is a very important. I want to share one of my favorite statements from the Analects of Confucius. It says, what you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. Okay, so this I think is have the empathy is very very important. Okay, if you have this, I think you won't complain. You won't complain to others. You won't complain your upline or your downline, okay? Or you won't complain your spouse either, okay? So the last one is open-mindedness and the flexibility. Okay, collaboration is about perspective and often the meshing of different ones to create a new idea. This is why open-mindedness is a critical component. We need to be open and willing to listen to those people proud around us, even if you disagree with some ideas or with them, but learn to be open-minded, okay? Because this will be your very effective collaboration skills. And of course, also remain flexible when the things change, okay? Yes, and as we said, I very enjoy another saying. They said nowadays everything change. Only one thing doesn't change, that is change. Okay, so let's be flexible. Okay, that's very important. So this is the 5 point I want to share. Of course, different leaders maybe have a different experiences, and if you still need some more, don't hesitate, ask people who invite you here. I'm very sure they would like to together to have a good collaboration work with you. Okay. Okay.
Thank you for those skills you have mentioned. I agree to all of them. I love the two ears, one mouth, diba? So we need to listen more and talk less. That's very timely. I think a lot of people need that. I would like to reiterate the points that you have mentioned. First, it's important to have communication, active listening, trusts, empathy, open mindedness, and flexibility so that we can work collaboratively. So
Yes.
thank you for the things you have mentioned, Miss Lada. So when pandemic hits us, one of the changes we encounter was the shift from offline to online. Even
Yeah.
our business here in Amway, di ba, nag-transition tayo from high to a hybrid remote approach, like the offline and online approach, especially right now na medyo pwede na tayong lumabas. And we are now focusing on working collaboratively became even more important. What do you think are the differences that you have seen between dealing with your downlines offline and working with them online?
Okay, Vivian, I love this question, frankly to say. I'm waiting. I thinking you may ask this question. Okay, it's a very nice question. Actually, before pandemic, I'm more on offline work, like people to people, face to face. I think most of leaders or ABOs the same like what I'm doing. So we go to different places and conduct home meetings and group meetings. And then, but when the pandemic start, everything changed, right? We all stuck at home, and we start learning and working online, just like our training before. I need to come to math, okay, and I encourage everybody, let's go to math and Miami place. But now imagine via Zoom, via Facebook Live, and we can all receive those good training, we can have a good learning, right? And work online, even just work at home. Actually, both online offline are good. I definitely agree with that. Good, and but they just have a different advantages, and I'm thinking just to combine and have a balance with that. That will be much better. For example, like online working, help us save time and improve our working efficiency. Especially like me, my group are most from different provinces, so I used to spend a lot of time just travel to there. Okay, so maximum one day if I can conduct 2 to 3 home meetings, that's good. Yeah, but now just via Zoom, Facebook, okay, we can meet 5, even 7 different group of people. Yeah, and imagine we have how many hours, 1 hour or 2 hour per meeting, we can still do a lot, right? So this is a really very good. But as our founder said, this business is about people, because this is a people's business. So we need to have and maintain our good relationship. So we meet offline, right? Because we need to meet offline, and we can have a cup of coffee and talks the family, talks about the business, what happened recently, and build our personal relationship. Okay, and I think the communication, actually online working and the communication set a good foundation for our offline personal meeting. Okay, I maybe I just share a story. It just happened yesterday. I went to Kalaokan. That is after 2 years or almost 3 years. This is the time I go there, and I have a customer there. She's a teacher. She interested in spring because when the pandemic started, she have a little baby, and she want to buy spring for her baby's milk. she's not she don't trust the ordinary, the blue container, so she want to buy the good one, like a Welkin or some other one, but it is costly. So we chat several times in Messenger already. I explain the benefits of eSpring, and I also do the price analysis. Tell to her this is, yeah, everything okay? Price analysis, but she still cannot make a final decision. And yesterday, when I went there and visit her at home, we're very happy to meet each other. And I also tell to her, Ate, today actually I have one new eSpring unit with me. Do you want to install? Because you're asking me every month. You're asking me if we have a promo or any program with the eSpring. So it's just a very easy. And she said, yes. Do you know how to install? I said, yes. Okay, then we install. So we can do this, done this in short time. I think because we already talked about it online for several times, many times. She already understands the benefits. It's just something lacking for her to make a final decision. But we cannot avoid to say, deny that is a foundation we built before we met up, right? So when I finally pay a visit, and also of course I cares about their family, her baby, and she feel it, and she finally get eSpring. I think this is just a story, but it just show us the working online and build a relation offline. They are all important. We need it both. Okay, yeah, especially the pandemic. I feel is going to end up soon. Yeah, almost okay. So it's not bad to add some personal meeting already, compare before 100% stay at home. Okay, so let's do it together, working more efficiently online and build our relationship and close the deal offline. Okay. Yeah, this is some of my experience and the differences I feel. Mm-mm.
Oh, that's great, Lana, that you already have, the real experience of doing it online and offline together. Because as you mentioned before, we were just doing this offline, and you really had you really had to travel from Manila, going to Visayas, going to Cebu, or other provinces just to be able to talk to your downlines. So setting the foundation online, and probably getting to know them right away online, and then offering your eSpring or just bringing your eSpring unit to them face to face, that's already a close deal because you already set the foundation. So yes, I agree with you that combining the online and offline will really give us, better benefit, right? So we will not remove the face-to-face because it's a different experience. That's where we get to know our downlines better. But, keeping the communication open online would keep the relationship intact, even if you don't see them or even if you don't go to the province that often. So,
Yeah.
Lara, because of that, I'm sure people will agree, ABOs and our guest here will agree, and they can see from your experiences that you're really doing, a hard work here in Amway, and you are one of our young and successful leaders. Yeah, right? She's already a diamond and she's still very young. So you have proven that success here can be achieved regardless of age, regardless of background, your nationality, and even cultural differences. So that's something that people can look forward to, that they can really do the Amway business. Culture-wise, building the business here in the Philippines has been a big challenge for you, but you have overcome it. So, we commend you for that. And you're able to build a team and work collaboratively with them. Now, what has been the most useful lesson that you've learned as an Amway business owner, or, probably as a
Okay, yeah, very interesting question. I think I really learned lots of lessons here as a Amway business owner or in this environment. But one of the lesson I really feel it, and I do believe other new friends, incoming new friends, and also the existing current ABO also can feel it. That is helping people help themselves. Yeah, because you cannot succeed unless you help enough other people succeed first. This is our culture, and also I think it's a value of Amway also. My background, I'm a law student, so as a lawyer, we need always try our best to win the cases, okay? Because somebody pay us, we need to protect their rights to show they pay is worth, okay? It's not a matter of choose or forth, and sometimes it's really against my moral. But in this business, you need to always think about others and help our ABOs achieving their goals, and then your goals will be easily achieved. So this is the beauty of the Amway business, success built on other people's success. It is so meaningful to me. But of course, even we say we help people, but as a ABO, I still want to emphasize we still need to be independent, okay? Because all of the only we do the efforts which require we do, then we can get the result we're expecting for, because this business is a predictable, okay? Yeah, so even we're very willing, but I still hope all the ABOs can really strive hard, okay? Yeah.
I agree with you, Miss Lana. It's important actually. When we say we're here to help people live better lives, of course, it's not just you receiving the help, but it's also about you helping yourself.
Yes.
'Diba? So it's important that you know how to catch fish. Ika nga nila.
Yeah.
So, kasi you will be able to use that longer. So, the skills, the learnings that you're able to get, you can be able um, to use that for a longer period of time, and you can also share that with other people. So yeah, I agree, that's actually a beautiful culture that we have here in Amway. In order to be a productive and skilled Amway business owner, you'll have to become comfortable with collaboration, and of course you will be working together with the other members of the team or your group, or you as a downline, you will be working with your upline. For some of us, working with others comes naturally, pero yung iba talaga sa atin, it can be a bit of a challenge for them. So no matter how confident you are in your collaboration skills, there's always room for improvement. Now, here in the business, Miss Lana, we have a lot of thriving Amway business owners here. We even have new Amway business owners that we know they will be developing their own team too in the future. So, what are the tips that you can share with them to develop better connections with their downlines and improve their collaboration skills?
Okay, so thanks for this nice question, and I will answer it based on my own experiences, and I hope you can learn something. And the first is to become an active listener. This is a very important communication method and skills. Remember, a good leader always is a good listener. Okay, because only you truly feel okay what they really want to say, and what they ask for, then you can give the right help and meet the needs, right? So sometimes it's really important to listen more and talk less, okay? Yeah, because our leaders, of course, we're all good at talking. Sometimes we talk too much, so listening is, I think, is a very important skills, okay? The second is refine your communication skills. I know nobody perfect. We all have different personalities, but if you want to develop a better connection and in the business, and I think we need to understand ourselves and understand others, and refine our communication skills. This is a people's business. Only people likes you, and people feel comfortable with you, then they will stay with you, and then they will follow you, tama? Okay. And the third is develop your emotional intelligence. In short, we say EQ. Okay, many people always very proud to say, "Oh, my IQ is high. I'm good at the study. I do some the project. I'm very good." But nowadays, I think more and more people agree with that in our daily life, in the business, in the work, and EQ is more important. Actually, that's also part of our leadership. Okay, yeah, so let's of course when you talks about EQ, it's not you read a book then you improve your EQ. It's also kind of experiences, read more books and attending more meetings, because other people's experience also you can learn from that, right? And but important to have a goal. Let's continue develop our emotional intelligence. Okay, yes. And then the fourth, be accountable and do your part. Being accountable to your team and also to your leaders is very important. I think if your goals and dreams are bigger, your responsibility and also your commitment also should be bigger. Tama? Yes. So do not always ask other people, oh, what they can give to me, or what our team can offer to me. We should ask ourselves first what we can offer to our team and what we can offer to others, right? Just like if it's winter, we need to give wood first so that the fire will get bigger and we will feel warm. Tama? Yes, but many people, they are not I'm not saying not people, we should say we still have a lot of space to improve, right? We need to do the things what we should do and do our part. I think that's very important. So anyway, those are only some tips from my experiences. I hope you can learn something. I remember before one of my favorite video from Rich DeVos. He said in the video, great tradition can be inherited, but the greatness must be won by each of us. So today, I think all of us, we're as a business owner or as a coming new business ABO, I hope you can all continue, hold your dreams and goals. Don't let anybody steal your dream and don't never give up. And I also hope see you soon in person. Okay?
Thank you very much, Lana. Your answers were really on point. I'm sure, our Amway business owners will also agree with you. But of course, as what you have mentioned, it's easy to say these tips, but it's
Yes.
different when you really put them into practice so that you will be able to, for example, practice being a good listener and an active listener, and even how you communicate with other people. Yes, you can learn that when you're listening to one of our leaders like Lana, but it's different when you're really practicing and doing that with your team, right? You're practicing that communication skill, and also you mentioned developing your emotional intelligence, because yes, I agree with you. People are looking up to people who have high IQ, but it's different when you have that EQ. You will be able to gain the trust of the people that surrounds you and the people that you're building the team with, and be accountable and do your part. I like it when you said that don't think of what other people can do for you or what your team can contribute for your success, but what you can do for your team or what you can do for other people. That's why, ito talaga, Viv, I believe Amway business owners, our leaders, they're already living the motto of, the Amway business, which is helping people live better lives. They have that in their heart. That's why, their business is really growing because that's their focus. They're not, I'm sure one of the goals is to be able to earn more and be successful in this business, but helping people gives them bigger fulfillment in life. And this is not just about the business and financial aspect, but it's also about self growth and development. So establishing a collaborative environment in the Amway business is just the beginning of a more successful venture. I'm sure people are, they appreciate your insights today, Lana. So thank you very much. For collaboration to work, it must be consistent, it must be purposeful, and with resources and rewards dedicated to its success. But Lana, we are not done yet. Natawa si Lana bigla eh. We have prepared
Nagulat siya.
for you. It's like, huh?
It's okay.
So this question you must answer within 20 seconds.
Okay.
Ready? Of course, she's not ready, Viv, because this is not part of, the questions that we sent her. Okay, so Lara, what would you do if you will become invisible for one day? 20 seconds starts now.
Invisible. Just this time, what I want.
For one day, what will you do?
If it's invisible, just this moment, okay. Actually, come to my personal. I have been more than 2 years, haven't seen my relative. If I'm invisible, I want to go to China for a visit for one day. I really miss my family. Yeah.
But if you're invisible, then you will not be able to see you.
I think they can feel me. At least I see that they are good. Yeah, just this in mind. Of course, I enjoy stay here, but they're that's still my families, right? I miss them.
Oh, that's a really good answer. Viv, sobrang, di ba, when she said, I think they can feel me. I think that's because of, Lana's personality. She's always bubbly. She's always happy. If you see Lana in person, you will really love her personality. It's even nakakahawa, right? Yung personality niya.
Thank you.
Whenever she's laughing, whenever she's talking to you with her smile, you're going to talk to her with a smile as well. Napansin mo ba yun, Viv?
Yes, I think that's the power of being positive. Kasi 'di ba, you will be able to be positive also when you're surrounded with really positive people, and that's the magic of Miss Lana Zhang. So thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Lana, for being a good sport. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our diamond, Lana Zhang. So please, let's all give her a virtual applause.
Thank you. I'm also so glad that Amway invite me. I have a chance to speak with you guys, and I'm so grateful. Not only the people around me, and also very supportive company, and also very supportive team. I'm so happy, and I'm so proud of my decision, which I made 12 years ago until today. Okay, so see you next time.
See you next time, Miss Lana. And thank you for those kind words as well. So in places where people work in closely and teamwork is vital to achieving goals, working collaboratively allows people to interact well with each other. So kasama na po doon yung ability natin to communicate clearly with others, to nurture relationship with those you work with. And it includes a wide range of abilities from being a good listener and empathetic, just as what Miss Lana mentioned, to being able to make decisions transparently and be flexible.
Yes, in other words, a collaborative environment eases the onboarding stage of the new Amway business owners. Gusto natin yun eh. If you will venture a new business, you want people to be there to help you and guide you, diba? So for our new Amway business owners, don't worry, because we have leaders, we have experienced Amway business owners who actually provide a natural environment for learning and skills sharing. No, not just, with the team, but also with the company. Amway provides different kinds of trainings and skills training, right? Product training, skills training, so that you will not be alone in this business. We're working together. It also provides an incentive for the experienced Amway business owners and leaders to keep their skills sharp and seek out new skills for growth. Hindi natatapos yung growth and learning dito sa Amway, Viv.
I agree with you, Clan. So working collaboratively is really a worthy goal. May mga nagsabi nga dito sa ating Facebook Live, very inspiring. And wow, Diamond, blessed to see her and listen to her. So dalawa lang po yan sa lahat ng mga warm thanks from our viewers tonight. So, collaboration comes down to accountability, diversity, attitude, trust, and a willingness to overcome differences to achieve our goals. So, as what Miss Lana mentioned a while ago, accountability really is one of the most critical things that we should have to a collaborative environment. Syempre, ayaw naman nating maramdaman na mag-isa lang tayo, 'di ba? So that's why here in Amway, you are building a business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. But at the same time, people also don't want to feel like their good work has gone unnoticed. So accountability really, it can help provide clarity and sets the stage for recognition.
Yes, and also there's diversity. Napansin naman natin, di ba, even if Lana came from another nation, being diverse is what makes a collaborative environment exciting. Alam ko, di ba, when we talk to other nationalities, it's something new to us, right? It's something that you can learn from there. There's a lot of things that we can learn from them with their culture, with the way that they communicate, di ba? How they work together, how they're being successful in the business. And in our Amway business, we need to challenge people. Talk to people that have different background with a different perspective, because that is what really challenges our assumptions and really breeds the right environment for diversity. So not everyone thinks the same way. I'm sure you will all agree with that. Magkakaiba tayo ng perspective, magkakaiba tayo ng alam, magkakaiba tayo ng knowledge when it comes to doing the business, when it comes to even communicating with people. So offering ways that team members can contribute allows everyone to step up in ways that they feel comfortable. So it gives each person a chance to shine in their own way. So it's good really when Lana mentioned earlier, Viv, the open-mindedness, you are open to learning about other people. That actually sets the stage for a successful team collaboration.
Yes, that's true. Kasi we can all learn from each other, and that's important. Apart from that, attitude is just as important as talent. So starting the Amway business with a positive, optimistic outlook will make a huge difference in the types of ideas that you bring in the table. And of course, the type of experiences that you'll able to experience. You'll able to go along your journey of getting there. Siguro wala ka pa masyadong skills or wala ka pa masyadong yung background in doing the business, or maybe you weren't as good as you hope you would be, but you can never go wrong if you have the right attitude. So let's strive to be more empathetic, 'di ba? Yung intindihin natin kung bakit ba upset yung isang tao, why they feel left out or overlooked, can really help you assess their needs and how that impacts your team. That the same goes for motivation. Being able to recognize that a downline is unmotivated, and of course you are getting to the reason behind that, it will allow you to deal with that situation and it keep your group's work on track. So kapag napapansin mo agad, na feel mo, or may empathy ka towards your downlines, it will impact the entire group.
I agree with that, Viv. And when you are empathetic, that sets also the building of trust between team members. That's one of the things that we should focus our head on, building the trust. Creating an environment where people feel mentally safe is a prerequisite for successful collaboration. So without trust, your team members won't share their ideas and feel comfortable taking risks. So they will just hold back, diba? If they don't trust, the leader, if they don't trust the team, they will just hold back. They will not open up. And sayang naman yung skills and talents that they can actually contribute. So when you build a relationship first and really understand where the people on your team are coming from, when they know you're going to be with them through the challenges, not just when there's financial benefit, that's when you can really pull the best out of somebody.
Yes. And lastly, learn to manage your differences. I guess this is a part of being flexible. Tama ba? So,
Yeah.
diba, people who work closely with each other will have occasional differences of opinion. There are times na ito yung ito yung gusto natin, ito yung plano natin, while may downline tayo na also pushing a different approach on how to resolve that. But learning to empathically step into another person's shoes, and of course, when you see their side of things, it will allow you to build a bridge between your approach and theirs. At the end of the day, our goal really here is to achieve whatever it is, achieve our dreams, and grow the business.
I agree with that, Viv. Rich DeVos once said, I still refer myself as a cheerleader because I keep encouraging others to have confidence and to use their talents to follow their dreams. It's been one of the most important reasons for my success and helping others to succeed. Diba? We don't just push, our own idea just because we think we have the right one. When you actually listen to other people and you let them stand out, you will see that there's more room to be able to make things better, to have better results. And just like one of our founders, Rich DeVos, we hope we can be each other's cheerleader as we journey towards success here in the Amway business. People are social creatures. We are social creatures. I'm sure maraming naburo during the pandemic. We are designed to work together. So let's do that. Prioritizing spaces and opportunities for people to feel safe, empowered, and appreciated will create ripples of success and excitement on your team.
Wow. So it's sad to say, but we are at the end of today's episode. There you have it, the tips for working collaboratively that can take your business to a whole new level. Remember that collaboration works because there is nothing more meaningful, bonding, or growth promoting than a shared win. So what a way to end our episode tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us both here in Zoom and on Facebook. And thank you to our speaker, Diamond Lana Zhang, for all the great tips that she shared with us tonight. We will be, let's see, posting an evaluation.
Yes,
Call.
before that, Viv, I would like to invite everybody. We will have the Agri Kapihan. May few announcements lang ako, no? We will have the Agri Kapihan on June 28th at 6 p.m. So we have invited guest speakers from Verdician Life Sciences. So this will be very exciting kasi hindi ito yung usual natin na naririnig. It's not always that we have experts like this to share agriculture expertise with us. So join us. Please invite your friends, your members, your downlines kasi sayang naman. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Ayan. And we also have, of course, our evaluation as what Vivian has mentioned. Please take time to answer our poll. We would like to know your thoughts para po we can make the training better for you every time. Ayan, so we're launching the poll. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Clancy.
And my name is Vivian. We hope to see you on our next episode. This is Amway PH Stories. Thank you and good night. By the way, during the Agri Kapihan, we'll also be having a one-day promo for our agri products. So we are going to post that on our Viber or on our other social media accounts for training. So I hope you can grab the promo during the Agri Kapihan Day. So thank you once again. Thank you and good night, everyone. See you next time.
Ganda umaga. Okay lang. Ingat.
Hi, I'm Charlene. No?
I'm Maria Tita Galeno Sefre.
My name is Lana.
Bago ka mag-join sa Amway, I was used to work for 20 years sa manufacturing companies. And before na nag-join ako sa Amway, wala talaga akong experience sa sales. Kaya medyo nag-adjust din ako.
I started this business when I was 22. And I built this business with my mom. And 2010, she invited me come to Philippines to open this international market.
It was 15 years with corporate finance exposure, but I am a person of rhythm. When you plot your schedule, then you're able to squeeze in this business part-time and still be able to do your work in corporate finance, do my work in corporate finance, and also do Amway professionally also.
Becoming a lawyer is my childhood dream. I think that's a good profession. Have a good pay. You can helping people and support your family. In law school, actually is always busy and even boring. And actually, I'm already questioning myself when I were study. Can I really handle it, or do I really enjoy what I'm doing? I think love what you do is very important. But as you can see, I enjoy what I'm doing now in this business.
I actually had many businesses. And there's this part of me that's really looking for something that would really be valuable and meaningful. That's when I saw Amway. Amway is actually the perfect business for me because it provides you not just money, but also heart.
Before, I think about to retire at 35. But now, when the time I stay here longer, I change my mind. Because when you enjoy what you're doing, many people can have a better life, better health. You are happy, and if you really enjoy what you're doing, you don't want to retire actually.
Kaya ngayon, masabi ko na kasi meron kong income, hindi na ako magdedepende sa anak ko. Dito sa amin, kahit sabihin mo na may edad ka na, senior citizen ka na, but if you build right yung business, meron kang ongoing income.
So I think the greatest contribution of Amway is really the intangibles in terms of attitude and mindset. I must say I am siguro 101% positive and enthusiastic now because of Amway.
It helped us grow to a better person. In my heart now, not only my family and really more friends and partners, help them together achieve more.
Just give this business a chance because you don't know the opportunity that you have in your hands if you don't try to look further in this business, because what you see is just surface.
I really encourage everybody, try to come here to understand more. A business opportunity secure your future. I hope aside from your job or your business, and Amway will become your another source of income to protect your family's future.